So I thought I'd start this while I'm getting out of this spot so you can see how many cars. Look at this shit real quick though. They're lucky I have a backup camera. You say I'm lucky, but no, I would just move faster. That's how close I am. And that's the spot in front of us. All right. Now look, I'm about to do boop. Maybe a little more. Doop. Back it up. Got me spinning my shit. And it's like, I obviously didn't park this close. Now, I get it. Public parking. You gotta make do sometimes. But they both got a nicer car than I do. So, you would think they care a little more about their shit. And when I say that, I'm not saying it's okay to hit people's cars. It's not the message. But I will say, I think some people just care about their cars a little more than others. Like some people will get, fell over. It's like kind of, let's get a Bentley and let's just park it on the street every day. Which obviously that wasn't a Bentley, but it's my point of, you're not going to get really nice cars and then just leave them in bad situations. Like, all right, I'm going to park this shit on like the fucking main street in the hood. So I'm trying to fix a better spot. I need to get like another cup holder. There's actually a lot of like cup holders and stuff here. I feel like there's not really a good place to put this, especially when you obviously like seats are not meant for this. So they're tilted to sit, not for phones to be able to be propped up. Fortunately, you think in modern age they would figure this problem out. I don't know if you can see like the streets I'm hitting. See the house. Alright. 2.5 minutes in, I probably lost everyone, so get into the video. Heading to the gym right now. It's a little bit of a later session. I'm not sure exactly what time it is. It's getting a little darker. Assuming it's around like 6:30. We're about to do back today. Yeah, I mean, I might throw in either some rear delts or some traps, something like that. We'll kind of see. The last workout I did was 2 days ago. And I actually did, what is that? Oh, wait, I see a different workout. I'm trying to even think what I did. I know one of the workouts I did. I thought it was 2 days ago. It was 3 days ago. I just get the one street up back here. It was kind of like a manly feature day. So it was mostly like forearm, traps, and then calves. So I started off doing forearm workouts. Now a lot of it was kind of like biceps, but I did bicep ones. One I did, I gripped it, like I had death grip going on. So I'm having the bar like that. So my thumb's always out. You just put more, you can't do as much weight, but it puts more pressure on the forearm. So I did it. And then the workouts I did already were more hitting the forearm. For example, you'll start off doing a regular bicep curl where I curl my forearm like that. Then you got the reverse curl where I go like this. And, you can always, I didn't do it this last time, but one thing I used to actually do a lot for that would be the Zapman curls. So it goes like this. So you're curling up, turning it, and putting it down. I might have said it a little messed up. And then after pretty much each workout of doing that, doing some type of bis activated forearm, I would, with whatever weight I had, or I would sometimes grab like a 25, 45 pound weight, something like that, change it up. And I was doing actual like forearm workouts where I would be like this, holding it on the side, going like that. That was kind of like, I would superset a lot of my workouts like that, or I would superset it with something like traps. So whatever weight I'm using, I start doing traps. At first I either put it on the side a lot of times or try putting it behind my back. go up kind of slow, get that squeeze, and either roll it back or just go kind of up and down with it. I usually just go as low and high as possible, kind of with keeping a decent speed. So I'm going quicker up, but I'm going down slower. And then when you kind of hit however many reps you're doing, 10, 12, this guy. People having a parallel park on Main Streets. I mean, it was kind of parking up here, but whatever. I'm gonna be a little closer. This guy just running on his green light. But let's see here. He goes, not much. The fact that nobody's trying to sell apes out here in the middle of the streets, I would say, are in a decent neighborhood. People were literally like being traffic running up on trying to sell stuff. I'm here, but I'm about to put the AC on a little bit. So then also too, I would go do the calves. So I did seated and standing calf raises. And then I have a little, I have to show you what the heck, they had the heat going. These people are crazy. Who drove this? Say I know who drove this. I can't believe they had the heat on. I am baffled. A little offended. Who did this? Alright, let's see if this parking lot is gonna come back. Oh, there's parking. Like going so fast, it's going back up. I'm over here like trying to do the temperature thing like this, and it's going up and down. I just hit it till it hits low. I can't believe somebody had a high hot. It's all crazy. Oh, and he's gas. I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I know I got completely thrown off. I'm behind the Odyssey, and I know I drive this thing a little more, but I swear it always needs gas. We literally drop easily like $15 in a day, and I do not do that much driving. Like that's what kills me. Like I can't, and I literally have cars like in the past that I'm like, man, is something wrong with the gas? I mean, is there a leak? But man, like we literally go through a lot of gas. This thing. I mean, it doesn't help that gas is more expensive, so putting in $20 is not the same like it used to be. So I kind of understand that a little bit, but sometimes it looks like, oh, it's a quarter of a tank. And at least on like my gauge, a quarter of a tank looks a lot bigger than it. I don't know, and I just would think that would last more than 24 to maybe 36 hours, like at best. Like if I could after the gym just go straight home and we can do gas tomorrow, even though my kid does have practice, even though practice isn't that far. Like I sometimes wonder how much gas it takes just to turn this car on because we don't drive that far when we go. But you think about it, you always gotta turn it on at least twice. So for everywhere you go, if not more. But enough complaining about the economy in the car I'm driving, the van. So that's kind of what I'll do to get my forearms going. So then I'll go do calf raises, and then after that I might superset it, and then start doing traps. Time to either grab dumbbells or I'll just if it's easy, do 45-pound plates. If you get tired, go down to 25-pound plates. If your gym has 35, you can play with everything in between. And then there's a couple other things I did, but those are I did that as just like familiar aspects. One thing too, I don't know, I think it's like only how things are set up, but it's like it's always more hot by the driver's side, like here and here, but it's cooler on those two. It's definitely what kills me. Like I just hate the heat. Like I don't know how I would, as much as I hate sometimes even just being in Chicago. Like I don't even know where else I would go. Like I gotta get out of here. This AC now sucks after figuring out it was on the hot temperature the whole time, which is crazy. So yeah, hopefully, even though that helped with nothing what I did, hopefully that gave you an understanding about my the certain day I would do when I'm doing like the more manlier parts. What we are about to do, just knock over someone's. Just gotta boost them right there. Didn't even take my pre. I'll lose it. But we're gonna do back, and I think either add a little traps in there or rear delts, which my delts probably can't see well. Actually, I'm doing a little better. It's interesting. I feel like I'm like old. I'm 31. I feel like when I was working out when I was 22, 23, 24, and I was pretty big then. I was like 80. My most was like 85, 185. Right now I'm like 168 to 170, and so I just like about 15 pounds to put on. Um, I feel like a lot of times when I train, especially doing arms, I feel like I could nonstop blow them up. But now I feel like when I train, I get so like pumped and they just feel so full that they literally kind of almost hurt sometimes in the sense of like I feel like if I keep trying to do it, I have like veins and skin that's like holding it back. The muscle wants to get bigger, but the skin's like stopping it. Like, no, you don't. We're not doing this right now. And I feel like that's just interesting. I remember like Rich Piana would talk about that. I feel like a little bit how he's like just feel like aren't going to explode. Obviously, he was on gear and stuff, so I just figured it was a little different. But maybe it comes with getting older too. I don't know. And I feel like a little stronger. A lot of times when I would do a lot of delt workouts, especially if I'm doing um, you got lateral raises. But like I could never really do a lot of weight with shoulders. And I thought maybe just being a little older, I feel like I'm definitely doing a little more weight. Especially cables were always kind of hard for me, but I feel like I learned to set it up just higher, maybe here, instead of like having it low. So it's like tension low. Like I feel like that's where I was messing up at. But in terms of dumbbells, I feel like I originally do more than 15. If I was doing 20, it's more like of a swing, but I feel like I can control 20 a little better now. So try not to look at getting older as being such a negative thing and think about it. So if you were still if you had a fast digestion, you know that you're still doing it fast, that's good. Like you can still digest a lot of your stuff, but you're gonna need more food to get bigger. Now, if your body doesn't digest like it used to, you do have to be careful on what your intake is. You might have to start doing a little cardio, but you might even put mass on a little easier. You know, so plus having muscle memory, you might really start catching up to what you were at. So I feel like you definitely just gotta just figure out your body, learn the positives, and see the best way to play it. It might be a little different from how you were, but doesn't mean you won't see progress with, it won't be great for where you're going. But hey, we're gonna get in there. I'll keep y'all posted with the actual workout.